laughing because none of them know what they're doing enough. And if not the least being the Attorney General. You ever hear about the Attorney General who want to get advice and advice and advice? You ever hear about the Attorney General who want to sue for anything? But who's saying people gone with piano, he can't even recognize a piano? You ever hear about the Attorney General? And the other comrades, we haven't seen the last of that yet, and certainly we haven't heard from us the last of that in terms of that Attorney General. But let me say to you that the only plot that we know about is the plot by Kamla Persad, Bisesa, and the People's Partnership Government against the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That you will say in the report that they were plotting against the Prime Minister and ministers of our government. Sometime in January, comrades, let's see, you see something wrong here? I always say, I have no problem arguing with anybody, you know. But you see, when you feel that that's stupid, and that you can talk all kind of nonsense and get away with it, you plotting to overthrow the government, to assassinate persons in the government and the Prime Minister for a state of emergency called in January, bringing in guns for assassination long before you even think about state of emergency, and you want us to believe that. What is the reason? Well, comrades, we today are with the resolve that first of all, we're not stupid. Secondly, I want to say that we are very pleased here this afternoon that after 107 days, what they thought would have been a dissipation of the struggle, workers are united more than ever. Indeed, we want to thank Kamla Persad Bisesa for one thing, for uniting workers and the trade union movement perhaps as never before. Because we have to understand this, you know. Kamla Persad Bisesa, and I want to, you might find me sounding like I'm taking something personal. But if you lock up people for no just cause, you call state of emergency against us, you join with trade unionists to undermine the progress of our struggle. I take that personal. And today we have to identify, we are not now talking about any other ministers. We are talking about the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. She is the Prime Minister. When she took that job, it was not on the basis of misstep after misstep, and we must forgive her for that. We were unforgiving against all of the previous Prime Ministers of Trinidad and Tobago, and we must be unforgiving against the ills that Kamla Persad Bisesa is committing against the people of Trinidad and Tobago. As a matter of fact, I want to say this afternoon here, for calling a failed state of emergency against workers in this country, Kamla Persad Bisesa, you must hang your head in shame this afternoon. Hang your head in shame. And we did certain things, GSC, half of it as yet, you know. GSC, half of it as yet, you know. Just as we did with Patrick Manning. Just as we did with Patrick Manning, and just as we did with the Honorable Basdeo Pandey, and just as we did with Robinson, you know what we're going? Just as we did with Evo Williams, just as we stood up against the colonial rule in this country, today in Port of Spain, Brian Lara Promenade, who the hell is Kamla Persad Bisesa? Woman or no woman, you have to do your work. All the fumbling and stumbling and falling down and misstep is symptomatic of something else. If you can't do the job, get out. And if you don't want to get out, we will provide the medium to make sure that that happens. Comrades, we have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. We have to be focused. We'll listen to them in all of the polls. They are doctoring the polls. You read the newspaper, the editorial. They are paying people to do that. We know that. And we had the confession. We had confessions in that regard. All of the blogs attacking trade unions. I want to ask a question here this afternoon. What is the cost to the economy of Trinidad and Tobago of this failed state of emergency? What